What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to another update video. So I have a few things to explain. Obviously, I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks, and there's also been a couple changes again, because, you know, things constantly change around here, because my channel and my life is a wreck. Okay, that's actually very depressing to say. I don't want to say it like that. What I really mean is, life's crazy. It's just crazy. So I'm going to be making a few changes. I'm going to talk about those. But first things first, let me explain why I haven't been uploading. So my computer started having this glitch very recently where every time I'd finish a recording session, usually when I'm done recording, it immediately begins to process the video into a file that's actually usable so I can edit it and whatnot. Problem was, every single time I finished recording, instantly my computer would shut down. I have no idea why, because my computer has a lot of memory and a very fast processor. The only thing it kind of doesn't have the best of is a graphics card. So yeah, I don't know why it was happening. This happened on 3 occasions in a row, and I would lose the video file. I would lose the audio file, but I was able to recover the video file, so I'd have to post commentate. It was getting pretty darn frustrating though, still losing that audio file every single time, because I like to live commentate things, obviously. So I kind of just gave up for a little bit. And then a bunch of other stuff happened that I'm not going to go into, but basically it just kind of pulled me away from all my video stuff for a little bit, plus the whole matter of trying to fix whatever was going on with my computer. After a few times I cleaned out my hard drive, cleaned out some software, all that stuff, and I actually took apart my tower and cleaned that out, I eventually got around to doing this Sunday and gave it one more whirl, and it worked. So I was able to get some stuff recorded. We're good to go. I actually have the rest of Titanfall 2 completely recorded, so we're set in that area. I also got a little bit of one of the next Let's Plays recorded, and then I also have another one that I have begun working on, which I should probably talk about that, because you're probably going, why do we have 2 in the works when really the only game close to completion is Titanfall? Well, Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is going on a hiatus. Hate to say it. I hate to be the one that says it, but yeah. So, a couple reasons for this. One, like I said, I want to stop Let's Playing here soon. Not entirely, but I don't want it to be the focus on my channel anymore. So I had a set number of games that I wanted to complete before I change things up. And Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is a long game. But it's also a game I'm not familiar with, and it's a long game. That's where the problem lies. I'm okay with playing long games because I can be invested in them. I know what I'm doing. I can, you know, take the time to plan everything out, to focus on certain tasks, to organize things. I can't do that with a game like Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. I know how to play it mechanically fine. It's very similar to Paper Mario 64, obviously. There's a couple new things, but not really a whole lot. It's the story, the side quests, all the optional things that I don't know. And on top of that, as far as I know, and from what I've heard, Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is in fact a longer game than Paper Mario 64. A game I know very well, and still also took me something like 50 plus parts to finish. So when I look at 1,000 Year Door, I'm thinking possibly in the 60s or 70s. And we're only done with Chapter 2. So there's still a ways to go, and you know what? I think it's time we just put it on a hiatus for a while, and I think I'll come back to it after I'm more familiar with the game. I do love the game. It has nothing to do with me disliking the game like it was with Dishonored when I canceled that. Dishonored I was straight bored with. I was tired of it. I just didn't want to play it anymore. So we'll probably never go back to that. But 1,000 Year Door I really do like. I just would rather get more familiar with. In fact, on my own time, I would love to copy the data of my current file I've been using for my Let's Play and just finish the game from there. I would love to do that because I really am enjoying the game. I want to finish it. I just don't want to Let's Play it anymore. So I posted a poll on Twitter for 3 games. In fact, I actually have my whole set of games that I plan on doing before I finish Let's Playing for the most part. Sitting over here on a shelf, and I have them all organized in the order I'm going to do them. And I posted a poll. I gave you guys 3 options. I don't want to jump into the Nintendo games I said I was going to do quite yet, so I gave 3 options. Bring back Fallout 4, which I know most people wouldn't have been keen with anyway, considering I'm already doing Skyrim, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Doom. Horizon Zero Dawn won the poll. So I was like, all right, fine, that's going to be the next game I start. But at the same time, with both Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door being dropped and Titanfall 2 only a handful of episodes away from being done, both of those are going to be starting relatively soon. One of them is going to be starting immediately, okay? But the other one is going to start as soon as Titanfall 2 is over. And I'm thinking the one that's going to start immediately is going to end up being Doom, because I actually have more stuff done for that than I do for Horizon. So look forward to those. I'm also trying to fix the Okami hard mode run because I lost all of my audio for it, which was a pain in the butt, but I'm trying to fix that. And Titanfall 2, like I said, going off without a hitch. Skyrim, I'm recorded way the frick ahead, so we're good on that. And I'm probably going to jump back into recording that again soon. So yeah, looks like we're good to go again. The only other thing I kind of want to talk about is some series I'm going to try out here very, very soon, just to kind of start testing the waters for the future content I want to make. The first thing I want to do is I want to start a series called Why I Love. And this is something I kind of also want to encourage other people to do at some point, you know, maybe make videos like these at some point, because I think they're kind of, I think it would be kind of a fun thing to do, is bring about a game, make objective criticisms about it, something I don't want to be, you know, just sugarcoating it and super biased. I want to say legitimately, take a game and go, this is why I love it, and I'm going to explain this to you for a set number of time. We're just going to say, oh, well, okay, not an exact set number of time, but for the length of the video, I'm going to talk about why I love this game, why I think it's a great game, etc. Because there are a lot of games I love. You know, I've got, you know, probably up to 100 of them I could just gush about. And I think that would be kind of fun, is to just say, look, this is why I think this game is great. You know, it also does have these issues, but this is what makes the game such a fun experience and why I love it so much. So I just want to make video series like that. I want to be able to just kind of gush about a game for a little while. I don't want to, you know, fanboy over it even a little bit, because, you know, if a game's good, and it's worth talking about. It really is. And other than that, the only other thing I'm kind of considering doing at the moment, something I actually want to do within the next few months. So Destiny 2 is on the horizon. I've talked about Destiny all the time, and I always feel like, you know, you guys are probably sick of it, but at the same time, I know there are quite a few people who watch my Destiny content. So something I want to talk about that I've never actually gotten into when it comes to Destiny is the lore of the game. Destiny actually has some of the best lore I've ever seen in a video game. The real criticism, obviously, with Destiny is that it doesn't incorporate the lore into its story very well. Now, over the years, as the expansions came out, it improved upon doing that. But when the game started, the lore was all there, and the story had none of it. And so that was the big criticism with Destiny when it launched. Again, they're improving upon that, and it looks like they're going to continue to improve upon that in the sequel. But I do want to dive into the lore of at least what we've gotten so far in Destiny 1, and kind of just go ham on story time. Like, just explain the lore to you guys, because it's really fascinating. It's really freaking well fleshed out, and it's really cool, and I would like to just kind of go into detail on it all and talk about it all, because it would be fun, I think. Just make one big video where I get to talk about all of the different aspects of the Destiny world, each of the alien races, you know, the history of the world within what the Guardians are in, like the tower and the city and all that stuff, because it's awesome. I think Destiny's lore is the best lore ever. I really do think so. And yes, I'm even talking about over series such as the Elder Scrolls or Overwatch even, which something I gush about a lot too, is its lore. I actually do think Destiny's lore is superior. The difference is even Overwatch, which is a game that is completely PvP related, portrays its lore better than Destiny does, because Overwatch at least brings it out in the characters. Destiny, really the only character it managed to bring it out in, like, very well, I guess I would say two that it did very well with, were Eris Morn, who was the star of The Taken King and Dark Below, and then Cayde 6, who was really just the star of The Taken King alongside Eris. Those are like the only two characters that it's really fleshed out. There's so many other characters that have not gotten the spotlight at all. Lord Saladin a little bit in Rise of Iron, but I still think they did a pretty bad job with him. So I want to be able to go into all that and just, we'll kind of go through like a timeline a little bit, explaining each piece, and then also kind of go through the game and explain the different aspects of each section of the game and whatnot. I'll probably play through and show off kind of the major story missions that kind of are catalysts for each of these different lore topics, and then just go over it all, because again, I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to just make a big video about the Destiny lore leading up to Destiny 2, because you bet I'm going to be making content on Destiny 2 when that game launches. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for joining me for this update. It's probably a little longer than I meant for it to be, but oh well. Appreciate you guys being patient with me. See you all in the next one.